guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've got another bodyweight workout for you today. You might notice that I'm a little bit sweaty already. Basically, I just went and did a live on the F45 Highgate page, and because we have music playing, it wouldn't allow me to do it on YouTube. So I thought I'd just film this separately. I'm only going to do one round, but what I'll do is I'll do it in real time with you, then I'll tell you the timer for when that bit started, and you can just go back to that and repeat it again. It may be a bit monotonous, but it's a good way for you to still get the workout done, and then I'll go back to filming the whole workout. So, this is a 10 exercise circuit. We're going to be working for 40 seconds on with a 20-second rest, and this is sort of to simulate our Hollywood workout that we normally do at F45. So, the split of sessions at F45 normally goes cardio, weights, cardio, weights, cardio. Then on a Saturday, it's a hybrid between resistance training and cardio. Obviously, I don't have any weights at home, so what I've tried to do is do more difficult bodyweight exercises to simulate that time under tension that you get on your muscles. So, again, before you start any of my online workouts, go back to my page. One of my videos is a warm-up. Get that done. We want to make sure that you're nice and primed and ready to work out without any risk of injury. So, 10 exercises. I'm going to show you them now, talk you through them. You can then pause this, go and do the warm-up, come back, and then we'll do one round together, and then you can stop and start and repeat it again to get the full workout done. So, you want to aim to do this 3 times if possible, working out for a total of 30 minutes. Again, the warm-up is about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we'll do a cool-down at the end. I still haven't filmed my cool-down video, so just go on YouTube another one, and then you can get that done. Okay, let's do the exercises. Bloody typical. We go to do the workout and the battery run out. Anyway, we're back. So, first of the 10 exercises is a forward lunge into a reverse lunge. The important thing here is that we're going to stay on the same working leg for the full 40 seconds. So, I've spoken about this before in a few of my previous videos, but the way we make changes to our body is to force our body to adapt to the changes and demands being forced upon it. So, what we want to do is keep our muscle under tension for as long a time as possible, and we can do this by staying on the same working leg. So you're going to start off shoulder width stance. You're going to step your stronger leg out, so we want to work our weaker leg first, and the reason for this is you've got more energy when you start your workout to focus on your weaker side. So you've got more energy to put into this. This is your stronger side, and when we work unilaterally, which is working your working your limbs independently of each other, it really enables you to focus on that one side, and it can help counteract the imbalances you have in your body. So what we're going to do, shoulder width stance, soft knees, you're going to step forward with your strong leg, and then you're going to lower yourself to the ground until your front leg is at a 90-degree angle and your back leg is at a 90-degree angle. And of course, we want to keep as much tension on this muscle as possible, so don't let your back knee drop. Don't sit here, have a cup of tea. You're going to keep that tension on both your legs, jump yourself back up, and then you're going to go into a reverse lunge. So exactly the same, you're going to take a step back, lower yourself down until your legs are at a 90-degree angle, and then come back. If you want to make this even harder, you're going to come down, and instead of coming back up like that, and then going back down, you're going to keep nice and low, so again, that muscle is under tension the whole time. So forward lunge, tension, 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 into the reverse lunge. There you go. There's exercise number 1 and 2. You're going to start on your weaker leg for exercise 1, and then exercise number 2, you're going to go on to the other leg. Now, exercises number 3 and 4, we're going to work our upper body. So we just blitzed our lower body, making sure there's loads of tension on the muscle, and now we're going to go into exercise number 3, which is a military press. And you've probably heard this before. In the gym, when you're using weights, a barbell overhead press is sometimes referred to as a military press, and we're going to target the same muscle. So you want to target your anterior deltoids with a press, but this time, because we don't have any weights available to us, we're going to get the weight from using our body weight. So what you're going to do, stand with your legs shoulder width apart again, put your hands down to the floor, and our weight is now bearing over our shoulders. You want to keep a nice straight line between your shoulder, elbow and wrist. This just makes sure it's nicely stacked and it is the strongest your arm can be possible. You're then going to lower your head to the ground. You can really feel that in your shoulders, and then push up to the start position. Now, this is a very difficult movement. Again, depending on how heavy you are, you'll have a lot more weight or less weight going through your shoulders. There's ways that you can regress this and adapt the movement to make it suitable for you. So, the first one, obviously this is all to do with body weight, and you've got your weight bearing over yourself. In order to regress that a little bit, you can take the weight off, and you do this by putting a slight bend in your knee, which just balances you out a bit. I'm going to show you. So, this is the hardest movement. Take a bit of weight out of it, just push the weight into like the back of your legs, and then you can go from there. It's going to change the angle slightly, but you should still feel that in your shoulders. And again, if that's still too difficult, drop to your knees, similar way you do when you regress a press up. You're just going to do it like so. So again, it's just a shift in weight to target a different muscle on your body. So there's exercise number 3, that is the military press. And speaking of press ups, exercise number 4 is going to be a press up. So, high plank position, you're going to lower your chest to the ground, keeping your elbows at a 45-degree angle to your body. You're going to touch your chest on the floor and then push back up. I say keep your arms at a 45-degree angle to your body just because I've had so many shoulder injuries, and by tucking your arms slightly, it just protects the front of your shoulder. If you flare them out a bit, it just puts a little bit too much pressure on that shoulder. Feel free to do it if you've got nice, healthy shoulders, but you can just alleviate that risk a little bit by tucking them in. Don't come too tight because it's going to shift the weight from your chest more into your triceps, and we want to target our chest with this movement. So that's exercise number 4. For exercises number 5 and 6, we're actually going to stay on the ground. So this is where you're going to get a really nice shoulder burn. So you've already done that military press, which is targeting your shoulder. We've done the press ups, which again, it does hit a bit of the anterior deltoid as well. Exercises number 5 and 6, nearly got mixed up then. We're going to split the movement of a burpee into 2 exercises. So, the first exercise is a squat thruster, and you're basically going to come to a high plank position, and you're going to jump your feet in, and then back out. In, and out. This is going to be a little pulse raiser as well. Do that as quick as possible, and you're going to get a nice little cardio effect from that. That's exercise number 5. Exercise number 6, we're going to go from a high plank position into a squat. So once you're nice and warmed up, your hips will be nice and mobile, you can sit in between them, and you'll come into a squat, resting here briefly, and then going back into that high plank position. So we go in here, bring your arms up, chest nice and proud, back into it. Here, back into it. Okay, so that's exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exercise number 7 and 8. We're going to go into a one-legged Romanian deadlift. Again, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, this is all about the hip hinge. And a hip hinge is basically keeping your legs exactly as they are, your torso nice and upright, and the movement comes from you hinging at the hip. So notice that my torso is staying nice and proud, it's not moving, my legs are soft, slight bend in them, and the movement comes from a hinge at the hip, which you do by pushing your bum back. So what I want to think about here, imagine there's a button on the wall behind you, and you're trying to touch it with your bum. Obviously to do that, you need to push your bum out, but you're going to keep your legs as they are. So, I want to get a nice muscle-mind connection here, and what you should be feeling is a nice tight stretch at the back of your hamstrings on the way down. So as you push your bum back, your body will tell you when you've got to its furthest point. So there, I can feel a nice tight stretch down here, and then to return myself to the start position, I'm going to squeeze my glutes nice and tight. It pushes your hips forward, and you return to the start position. Now, again, we want to add some resistance in here, and doing that 2 legs at a time with just your body weight, you can feel the connection, you can get that muscle-mind connection, see what muscle's working properly, but you don't really get that resistance added into it. So what we're going to do here is go onto one leg. This is going to test your balance, coordination, but also that connection, so your muscle's working, and it's going to give you a bit of added resistance through your body weight. So, again, start with your weaker leg. That for me is my left one. You're going to come onto that left leg, little soft bend in your knee. You're going to keep that exactly as it is, chest nice and proud, but you're going to push your bum back with your other leg reached out to the back, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes to return to the start position. So this is your working leg. You're feeling that stretch as you go down, and then you're squeezing your bum to return to the start position, but you can also engage this muscle by lifting it as high as you can. So before you start, nice and upright, put that leg as far back as possible while keeping your hips square, and you should feel that bum go nice and hard, right? So try and keep that like that the whole time. Then you're going to soften your knee, not move your chest or standing leg at all, but you're going to hinge at the hip by pushing your bum back, and then you're going to return to the start position by squeezing the working leg glute. Okay, so that's your left leg. You're going to go onto the right leg after that, and we've got 2 exercises left, and we're dropping back down to the floor. So exercises 9 and 10, we're going to target your core, but also a little bit your shoulders again. So come into a high plank position. You're going to stabilise yourself by getting a nice wide stance. You want to lock your hips in as much as possible, and from here, you're just going to go from shoulder to shoulder, tapping, and returning to the high plank position. So notice that I'm not moving too much. I'm enabling myself to be stabilised by really making a nice wide base, and I'm literally just going from shoulder to shoulder, like so. So there's exercise number 9. Number 10, we're going to finish off some bicycle crunches. I don't know if I can fit in there actually. So, you're going to make sure that you don't have a gap in the bottom of your back, and you do this by putting your spine into flexion and really engaging your abs. Now, this is one of the only exercises that you actually want your spine to be in flexion, because that is where you can contract and engage your abs to make sure they're working. Any other time, you don't really want to put your spine into flexion because it makes your spine weak, and obviously the natural curve of the spine is where it's its most strongest. So, we're going to go alternating arm to alternating knee, and you're just going to switch over in a nice controlled fashion, and you want to really concentrate on contracting those abs, and the further you twist, the more you'll feel it. So the further I twist this way, the more I'm going to feel it in that oblique too. So nice and controlled, nice and slow. And that is exercise number 10, and hopefully that's given you a good demonstration and understanding of what we're about to do. So, we're going to work for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Let me just check the time on the camera. Yeah, plenty of time. These cameras only let you film for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so just have to check that. Right, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm going to get the timer going. As I say, I'm going to do 1 round with you. I've just done 3 rounds of this, so I haven't got it in me to do it, but I'll put the time that this workout starts on in the comments below, and you can just drag it back to that and do it again. So take a 1 minute rest in between each round, ample time to go back to beginning and start it again. You'll just have to put up with me saying exactly the same stuff. So, auto lock, turn that off. Let's get our timer going. And our first exercise is a forward lunge into a reverse lunge, starting on the weaker leg, and we're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's work out together. Let's go. So, forward lunge, reverse lunge, forward lunge, reverse lunge. 1 shot. Again, making sure there's no caved in knees. You don't want a knee coming across. Working that glute to make sure that we're keeping nice and correct form. Chest is now nice and proud. Oh, my leg's burning already. We're just over halfway through. Again, make this a bit harder by not standing up in the middle. Keep nice and low and keep that tension on that working leg the whole time. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice, guys. Right, let me turn that sound off my phone. And we're going back in 15 seconds. So get your breathers in. Shouldn't be struggling too much in the first exercise, but as time goes on, interlock your hands, get behind your head, open up your chest, nice deep breaths. Okay? Right, 3, 2, 1. We're going weaker leg. Stronger leg, sorry. You should have started on your weaker leg. Making sure that you keep that heel in the ground when your working leg is in the front. And similarly, when you bring your non-working leg into the front, it becomes the engaged one, so you want to keep your heel on the floor there as well. Alternating arms to help you balance. And we've got 10 seconds left on this exercise. I'll tell you what, my quad is on fire. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Hopefully your legs feel nice and activated. Nice little quad burn, and we're going into the floor for the military press. Remember, regress it as you need to, and really use that body weight to target your shoulders. Right, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good. What I will say, try and remember the amount of reps you do per round, and then use that as the benchmark for the following exercises to come. I think I did 14 then. Well, that was tough. Right. Next exercise, press ups. Remember, you can regress this to your knees, and you can even slow the pace down to keep that muscle under tension for a longer period. So go 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Good. Remember, stabilise your base by making sure you've got a nice wide stance with your feet. Obviously, to test yourself more and get more core involvement, you can move your feet closer, but to start off with, nice wide feet to give you a stable foundation. And we've got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Rest. Woo! I'm feeling good again now. It's mental what exercise can do to you. Obviously, just done that workout, I've cooled down, and I wanted to film this, so I'm back in again, but I'm already feeling rejuvenated. Next one, squat thrust. So we're going to get in a high plank position, jump our feet in, and repeat. 3, 2, 1. Good. If it's too difficult getting your feet in, feel free to take them a little bit wider and jump them outside your hands. And also, you don't go all guns blazing, you don't have to go up this pace the whole time. Count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good, we're resting. Okay, get your breaths in. Remember, interlock those fingers, put them behind your head. Nice deep breaths. And the next exercise, doing a half burpee. So from a high plank, jump your feet into a squat. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds to go. Let's go 4 more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 1 more. Good. Oh, my heart rate has definitely gone up. Right, get your breaths in now because you're about to do the balancing one. It's a single leg RDL'S or Romanian deadlifts. RDL'S the abbreviation. Oh, God. Weaker leg, remember? Ready, let's go. So, hinge at the hip so you feel that stretch in your leg. Come back to the beginning and repeat. Really work hard to drive that standing knee out. Don't want that caving in. So engage your glute with your bum. Twist that knee out by internally rotating the upper leg. To help you balance, find a spot in front of you, keep your eye on it. Whoa, he says falling over. Got 10 seconds to go. So I'm looking at a little spot on the floor, probably about 2 meters in front of me. Keep my eye on that, and we're resting. Right. Don't know about you guys, my heart rate is absolutely flying. Right, we're going back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 meters in front of you. Keep that thing you're looking at, whatever it is. I'm looking at some Pix peanut butter at the minute. I'm leaning forward. No, I'm not leaning forward. I'm keeping my body upright. I'm pushing my bum back to hinge at the hip. Squeezing through the glute to return to the start position. It sounds so easy when I say it, but once you get that muscle-mind connection of what you're doing, what muscles are supposed to be working, you're like, oh, that's what it is. Right, we've got 10 seconds left. Let's go 3 more reps. 1, 2, last one, 3, good. Right, 20-second breather. We're going to our last two exercises, which is high plank shoulder taps, and then alternating bicycle crunches. Get those abs blasting, shall we? Right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Right, hips nice and locked in. Alternating the shoulder you touch with your hand. Trying to keep as still as possible and make sure that standing arm is locked in with your shoulder over your elbow and your elbow over your wrist. Again, spray your fingers to make sure you've got more balance. Keeping them close together makes it more difficult, so just spread that weight and give yourself the best possible chance of working out for this full 40 seconds. We've got 10 to go. Bum nice and tightly squeezed, core braced, quad squeezed, and we're resting. Right, last exercise, and then you are going to do this 2 times more, so 3 rounds, but I'll give you a minute rest in between. I'm kind like that. Nicely like that. Right, we're going in with a bicycle cycle, crunches, kicks, things. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm also going to write the exercise in the description, so if you don't want to follow along with me, watch this video. You can write it down yourself, set your timer, and give it a go on your own, whenever. Get some music pumping. That's the only thing with YouTube. You can't play music because there's so many copyright things on it. So I'm having to work out in silence, well, my own voice, but oh yeah, you make sure you get some music blaring. Get yourself feeling good and don't feel like you're restricted because of this coronavirus. Right, 3, 2, 1. That is round 1 done. I'm sweating again. Oh, breathing heavy. But there you go, there's the workout. As I say, I'm going to go back to doing these in real time so you can actually work out with me. But I genuinely don't have it in me to do another 2 rounds. So, there you go, there's your video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment below of anything else you want to see. I don't know if anybody's got any equipment or anything like that at home. I'm trying to just do body weight stuff because I'm assuming that people don't have equipment, but if you do have kettlebells or dumbbells or something, let me know in the comment section below and I can try and incorporate that in some of my workouts. Anyway, happy Saturday. It's Saturday for me, I don't know what day it is for you. Temps out.